The next day Lim began his morning by using the Great Sea Mind technique, and after using the technique for a while his head began to hurt. However, this is to be expected after he spent his evening drinking. The Great Sea Mind technique worked like an emergency aid, so he shouldn't push himself in the meantime. A while later Lim finally answered Beek's call. She angrily asked him why he hadn't been picking up the phone. Lim told her his muscles were too sore because he pushed himself too hard yesterday. Beek apologized and asked Lim if he was feeling better now. He says he was feeling better than yesterday and asked Beek if she needed something. Beek told him she was planning to take over the hiring of Team 7's members, but wanted to hear his opinion first. It takes a lot of people to run a team. There was the filming equipment support, medical team who are deployed on site, operators who relay the situation from the control room, and the secretaries who handle the team's schedule and paperwork. The members greatly affect the performance of a team. Lim told Beek he didn't mind her taking over, and he asked her to choose people she thought would be suitable. After all, Beek had an eye for people. The compliment made Beek happy and she asked Lim if he wanted to continue the conversation over lunch. Lim didn't know how to respond, so he ignored her comment. He told Beek that there was a hunter he wanted to recruit. He asked Beek if she could reach out to Wang from the Black Hound Guild. After his talk with Beek, Lim received a call from Changsu, who told him to take 3 days off. Lim told Changsu that he should be fine to return to work, however Changsu refused. He told Lim that Beek reported everything to him and said Lim shouldn't be eager to work yet because his team couldn't carry out missions until he recruited other members. Although he wanted to return quickly, Lim didn't mind taking a few days off. Changsu told Lim to rest well since he is the future of the White House Guild. Changsu asked Lim to have a sparring match with him after he had rested fully. Lim quickly hung up on him, saying he would do his best to rest. Lily approached Lim asking if there was any chicken she could eat. Lim smiled menacingly and says he would make her something even tastier than chicken. Unlike his last meal, this is made from fresh and delicious ingredients, with a soft texture from the snail meat, and even the core from the snail's heart. It was specially made Mana health food. The soup's name was the snail meat soup from hell. He told Lily that he was done, and said even though the color looks weird, it's something healthy for the both of them. Lily acted like she was still full from eating all that chicken before. Lim says it was a shame. He told her even though the soup looked repulsive, it was really delicious and filled with snail meat. He told her since she isn't hungry he would eat all of it and grabbed the pot of soup. Lily stopped him, saying she thinks she had room for a little bit. Lim smiled menacingly and said, "You definitely said you weren't eating." A while later they finished the snail meat soup from hell, but Lily almost died. She says Lim ruined all the happiness she had yesterday. Lim told her not to be heartbroken and said the world is full of many tasty foods she could enjoy. But after the trick he pulled, Lily couldn't trust Lim anymore. Lim told her they were going to have pork belly for dinner. She asked what pork belly was, and he says it's a meat more expensive than chicken. Lily says pork belly might make life worth living. Hearing Lily talk, Lim began to wonder where she was learning to say things like this. Lim said for them to be able to eat tasty food, they will need to work on digestion first. He asked Lily to follow him and said they are going on a treasure hunt. The monsters that survived during the first gate have formed their own territories, and among them is an orc tribe. The orc tribe had a relic from a different dimension that they were guarding. Lim observed the relic from the outskirts of the orc tribe's territory. Before he regressed, an expedition team found the orc's relic and took it. But this time he will snatch it first and use it to the fullest. From what he recalled in his previous life, the orc tribe had around 200 orcs. Thanks to the snail's core, his body was able to recover, but there's still too many orcs for him to handle. Lim told Lily that he was going inside the orcs' camp first, and said she should use her fire ability when he sends a signal. Lily looked around questioning what Lim planned to use for the signal. Lim pointed to a side of the orc camp wall and told Lily to light up the entrance with fire if one of the torches fell after he entered the camp. He told her if she gets distracted and misses his signal, they will lose the treasure and wouldn't be able to enjoy pork belly for dinner. Both Lily and Lim activated the stealth skill. Lily stayed hidden on a cliff while Lim entered the orc's camp. Unless there were stronger enemies in the camp, there shouldn't be anything that could detect him, so he went close to the statue to gather more information. He learned that there were about 10 orcs guarding the statue, and if it was just 10 orcs he might be able to do it alone. He took out his daggers getting ready to go in, but stopped after seeing the mutant orc tribe leader. In the past, the orc tribe leader showed a ridiculous amount of power against the expedition team. He was dangerous, so Lim went through with his first plan. He picked up a rock and threw it at one of the torches, knocking it down. Lily noticed the signal and blocked the exit with fire. The orc tribe leader signaled for the other orcs to put out the fire, so Lim planned on using this opportunity to destroy the statue. However, the orc tribe leader suddenly appeared behind him. Lim moved away questioning if the orc tribe leader noticed him, so he quickly ran out of the orc camp. Lily saw Lim running and asked if he got caught. Lim turned to her and said she should be running too. After running for a while, the orcs lost them. Lily looked around and said she knew where they were. Lim asked her if she had been here before. She pointed out a cave, saying that's where she came from after crossing the gate. She told Lim that more men with the same tattoos as the ones who cornered her were in the cave too. They tried to catch her, so she ran away. Lim began to wonder if the Red Snake group was using the cave as their hideout. He questioned why they decided to settle so close to the orc tribe. He patted Lily on the head and said he was proud of her. If he used this opportunity right, he could reap great rewards. He told Lily that they should drop by her old friend. However, Lily refused, saying she didn't want to enter the cave. Lim told her to hide in the bushes. He handed her a walkie-talkie and told her to push one of the buttons if something happens. He activated his stealth skill and entered the cave. He knows that the Red Snake isn't a small group. Judging from the security, he guessed this was one of their hideouts, but he really couldn't understand why they chose a place next to the orc tribe. He made his way into a room and saw two men working with lab equipment. He noticed one of the men holding a white powder and questioned if it was serpent. Serpent is a drug made from plants of another world. Its powerful addictiveness caused countless people to die or become disabled in his previous life. The police spent several years investigating the drug, but no progress was made. Lim couldn't believe the origin of the drug was in this cave. While some of the men worked with the lab equipment, others with guns ordered them to hurry up or else they would be killed. Lim made his way through the lab doing a head count. There were about 100 Red Snake members armed with guns, and about 30 workers who manufacture the drug. A bag of serpent is worth about 50 grand, and from the looks of it there was about $100 billion worth of serpent in this hideout. Lim's attention was drawn to a man in suit talking to one of the guards. The businessman was shouting at the guard for missing the daily quota. The guard explained that they were behind because one of the workers died. Lim was happy he came across the cave before serpent became a problem like in his previous life. He turned off the power in the cave, and in the confusion he grabbed the supply of serpent. He made his way outside the cave and called out to Lily. Lily sprung from the bushes and asked Lim if it was over. Lim told Lily it was just beginning and asked her to get in the box of serpent. Lily got in the box, but before they left they were noticed by the guards. The guards opened fire and chased after Lim. Lim led the guards to the orc camp and told Lily to get out of the box. After she jumped out, Lim threw the box of serpent into the orcs' camp. The guards turned to their commander asking what they should do now. He told them that dealing with the orc has become their #1 priority. Lim and Lily activated the stealth skill and moved away from the scene. The guards opened fire on the orcs, shooting some down. However, their bullets were not able to penetrate the skin of the orc tribe leader. The orc tribe leader approached the guards one by one, cutting them down. On a cliff, Lily and Lim observed the battle. Lily asked Lim if he knows when the battle will end and said she's hungry. Lim told her to wait. It wasn't often things go this smoothly for him. A while later the battle was almost over and Lim was questioning if he should start cleaning up. The orc tribe leader defeated the commander of the guard and let out a battle cry to signal to the other orcs of his victorious battle. Lim appeared behind the orc tribe leader and thanked him for taking care of his trash. Then he killed the orc tribe leader. The other orcs were frozen in fear. Now that the chieftain had been dealt with, the rest weren't much trouble. In fear of Lim, the other orcs ran away. Lim didn't chase after them because he knows that without their chieftain they all will die soon. He went back to the statue and began breaking it apart. A few minutes later he found the Guardian's bracelet, the relic he was looking for. The bracelet is a relic that can boost the wearer's condition and help them with recovery. If mana is inputted into the bracelet, it can also cast a protective barrier, and when the two bracelets are together the effects increase. Like the information says, the bracelets adjust to the wearer's wrist, meaning it wouldn't be difficult for Lim to hide it. It would also help him recover mana. The relic was living up to its name. Lim called Lily over and he gave her one of the bracelets. He told her that the bracelets had protective magic on it, and it would protect her in case he isn't there. When Lily gets stronger he wouldn't have to worry about protecting her, but for now she is still weak. So the bracelet was perfect for her, and it also had location tracking, which Lim thought was perfect because he had a safety net. Lim told Lily they could leave after he took a look at the cave one more time. Lily was shocked and she asked Lim why he wanted to enter the cave again. Lim says he would tell her later and asked her to burn the entire orc village down. Lily asked Lim if he would take her to eat if she burnt the village down. Lim told her no, but said the food would taste better. With newfound motivation, Lily activated a giant fireball spell, burning the entire village down in one attack. Lim realized that he would be in trouble if he hadn't introduced Lily to chicken. Lim entered the cave again, but this time without his stealth skill. The guards that were left behind quickly noticed him and opened fire. Lim decided to test out his new relic. He activated a shield and instructed Lily to pay close attention. He told her that this is the special ability of the bracelet, and said if she gets used to using it she would be able to change the shape of the shield. Lily activated the shield in one try and threw it at a group of guards, shocking Lim. Seeing their power, one of the guards approached Lim and knelt before him and Lily, asking to be spared, saying he would tell them everything he knows about the organization. Lim smiled menacingly and told the guard he didn't need information about the organization and asked him to bring him to the safes. 1 hour later, Lim and Lily exited the cave with a bag full of goodies, and Lily lit the cave on fire. As Lim expected of a secret organization hideout, there were a lot of useful things for him to take. Before they left the cave, Lim told Lily to trap the guards in a shield. He told her to release the shield after the explosions. Lily asked Lim what they should do if the guards tried to run away. Lim told her not to worry and said the guards would have nowhere to go even if they ran away. There were approximately 35 remaining Red Snake members. They're desperate to live in their own way, so Lim didn't plan to kill them. However, he wouldn't make things comfortable for them either, since they were contributing to the creation of Serpent. Lim called out to one of the guards saying, "Suradiok, follow me." The guard, who had been beaten up earlier for being talkative, asked Lim why he had to be a Suradiok. Lim told the guard that he reminded him of Suradiok and asked him to follow Lily back to the contamination control area. He told the other guards to turn themselves in at the control post. The guards complained, asking Lim if he wasn't going to release them too. Lim told them to shut up. He asked them if they thought they would get a pass from what they were doing, and if they continued to complain he would hit them until they wished they turned themselves in. Later at the control post, the policemen were confused because the guards were turning themselves in for manufacturing Serpent. Lim was watching from afar. The guards will be taken to the police station where they would likely make a statement about him and Lily. However, this is what he hoped for because he wanted the statements to reach someone. He left the station quickly so he could go buy Lily something delicious. Meanwhile, Lily and Suradiok arrived at the tent. Lily began throwing a tantrum saying she was hungry. Suradiok started crying saying he doesn't understand what Lily is saying. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button.